Hello my friends, welcome back to our blind let's play of Chrono Trigger Flames of Eternity. My name is FlightlessBird, this is your story-based gaming channel, and I was a little bit wrong on where we go next. We don't go to the Sun Keep, we go here to talk to the gurus. Balthazar. I'm alright, everyone. King Zeal suddenly left. I'm not quite sure why. He's left the Sunstone at Sargon's home with instructions for a commencement soon to take place. Doing so will activate a magical meta framework he's prepared that will raise his lands to the sky and create a new Zeal. Obviously, we can't let this happen, but first, see if you can find King Zeal. He was heading north. Melchior. Melchior, are you alright? Indeed. King Zeal left us here peacefully. He's unexpectedly gone to the North Cape. King Zeal was here, yes, but he wasn't hostile. He told us to meet us at Sargon's house later today. There, the Sunstone would set forth a chain of events that would resurrect the magical kingdom of dreams. Hi, kitty. So, hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. First off, I want to say apologies for last episode. I sort of messed up on the time. It was the second time I've done this now, and I've been having some trouble sleeping and health lately, just not feeling well. No excuse, but I will try to make sure that I get it on the right time. There's a reason I have a schedule. I want to stick to it. Hello, King Zeal. Zeal. They were right. They were right after all. Balthazar was wrong at first. He thought the frozen flame functioned of its own power. But even in Chronopolis, it was channeling the dark energy of Lavos. And all this time, I had been using that crimson murmur myself. You admit that Lavos was controlling you? You figured it out. Does this mean that Lavos is still alive? 'Tis rather late to be realizing such things, methinks. Yes. It's no small wonder why I was compelled to torture your people so much. That was the will of Lavos. He sought revenge for what you were going to do to him. What you did to him in the future. Is he still alive, or is this frozen flame merely an instinctual shard of his essence, creating that illusion? All the dots. I guess it doesn't matter. He's calling my name just the same. Why aren't you resisting that influence? Resist? I've been marked like Scala and my wife before her. The essence of Lavos chose us to mediate between Lavos and other, between his nightmare and all our dreams. And instead of unleashing his terror in the world, I've chosen to join with him in the darkness. That will at least give my brothers and sisters of life a bit more time to live on this planet. There has to be another way. It's too late for all of that. Like Zeal, it's time for me to disappear within the deep currents of time. Dear Scala and Janus, I feel like I failed you. I hope you won't judge me too harshly. Sooth. The old-fashioned methods never fail. We don't really have a choice, do we? We have no option but to stop him ourselves. Looking for an untimely death? I'm afraid this isn't our battlefield. Pursue me through the temporal eclipse if you're that determined. But take heed. Zeal will be resurrected. My people will enjoy the last days in reverie. If you cannot defeat the Sunstone's Kami, How can you be worthy of directing time's course? You just finished. People of sky and earth, I bid you farewell. Unto the underworld, Wait. Whoa, we got the son of the sun. Oh god, I hate this thing. Wait, what? What? Just said it's losing its fire and it instantly died and gave us a ton of... What? That was interesting. Everyone all right? What is? Come, we must needs act fast, or the Sunstone will trigger Zeal Kingdom anew. Do I want to go on that? I'm not sure I want to go on that. Huh. That was interesting. The thing just died. Okay. Well, I believe this is the final chapter, Dreaming Across Time. And if so, this is the chapter when we need to start doing all of our side quests and probably level up a bit. By the way, magic defense looking really good on Glenn now. Look at that. So yeah, we have a lot of stuff that we're going to have to do, including, you know, getting our text as well. Ayla, I may not use for the rest of the game. And the reason is because one of the endings require you to, one of the endings, you basically don't use Ayla. So I may concentrate on, I may just decide, okay, these are the 3 characters I'm going to take to the end of the game and just stick with them from now on. So who do I want to take? That's what I need to figure out. I probably want Chrono. And I may just take the 2 girls. Chrono, Marla, and Luca, they do really well. Good physical, good magical, good defense. You know, you have the haste spell. I may take those 3. I know Magus is ridiculously powerful, but I really like these 3 characters. So let me go and I'm going to look up what we need to do next, and I will return shortly. Alright, before we hit our side quest, I forgot, we have to go to Sargon's house. And I know this because when I went to go in the Epoch, Glenn was like, what are we doing? We can't get in the Epoch, we gotta go to Sargon's house to stop the Sunstone. So, yeah, let's do that first. Hey, were you able to stop King Zeal? No. Too bad. Oh, too bad. He's going to miss the big coronation. I've been praying for this every night for 5 years. Can't believe I'm actually here. The crowd outside is just huge. Hey, they'll see it soon enough. Just a little magic here and boom. It's regrettable, but we can't allow you to do this. What? You oppose the resurrection of Zeal? Sargon, it will take a while to explain. I'm not going to hear this. You too, Melchior. Balthazar, if you would back me up here. And what gives you the right to dictate the future? Without Zeal, this world's probably going to fester for thousands of years. War, disease, you name it. Would you really deny all those future people the right to live? To live? You call this living? No art, music, magic, or dreaming? This isn't life. This is absolute filth. This is a dreamless, frozen hell. And it will be for millennia. Look, King Zeal was under Lavos' influence. The frozen flame is what revived him. We cannot guess what King Zeal has planned for Zeal's resurrection. Perhaps a cataclysm. Yeah, well, life is dangerous, Melchior. Such paranoia isn't befitting of an enlightened one. When a citizen of Zeal is faced with trying something majestic or playing it safe, we choose to try. That's what carried us to the Heaven's End. It shall carry us again today. The dream of Zeal is alive. No! Wow, look at Balthazar go! Now! I can't blame him for what he's doing, because you gotta realize at this time, he doesn't know what the future's like. This is too dangerous. I like how the guy just runs away. He's like, get me out of here! Nothing? The power has been sealed. What was that? What? A shining chrono? Chrono! The remaining charge is lost. It is a moonstone once more. Who gave you the authority to ruin this? Everyone. All the dots. All of them. Wait, I don't exactly remember how I got here. If what just happened is what I think it is, uncanny. What just happened? Well, that's that. I suppose we ought to return to Chronopolis. Gaspar is waiting there, I'm sure. Yeah. We had to face the facts sooner or later. Let's go. I'm sorry, Sargon, but if it's a better world you seek, create one of your own. Ah, we got party switch up. All right. Yeah. I'm thinking I'm going with the original trio, because why not? Well, that was weird. As the screen zoomed out, you saw Chrono still flashing. It's really, really neat. Okay, well, let's go to Glenn here. And let's unequip him of the stuff he has. Let's equip the True Silver. We'll keep the Medea Crown because these two have the Hermes caps on. We'll go with Infernus. It's really good. Yeah. And I guess we'll keep the Power Stud? Or the Power Ring. Ooh, +6 to attack. Very nice. Alright, cool. And next we'll head to Chronopolis. And then, I believe we start our side questing. As we prepare for in-game. Really, really excited. I mean, this has been a wonderful experience. And I just can't see... I just can't wait to see how it ends and how it ties everything together at the end, you know? Because that's always the hardest thing to hit in games, is like endings. Just look at Mass Effect 3. I don't care. It's completely, totally, utterly unacceptable. Reviving King Zeal? What on earth were you thinking? Were you going to create Zeal in this era or something? I wanted to correct the ultimate death, the untimely death of a good man. That's nice. But where does it end? Are you going to save every person who died unfairly? And bring them here to your little god complex hobby shop? What? Are you just jealous of my achievements, Gaspar? Hey, let's not get out of hand here. Apologies, Melchior, but Balthazar got out of hand before we entered the picture. Honestly, Chronopolis? Whenever something has threatened history, the planet's dream has taken care of things. And that's how it should be. The life of every being, bound by the Sea of Zervan. Not one man in charge of everything. What is the Sea of Zervan? That's... I don't recall ever seeing or hearing of that. Piffed. If King Zeal's words are accurate, Lavos still exists in some form. Where was the planet concerning that? Chronopolis serves an important function as lucid protector of time. There is so much research to be done. Time, other dimensions. More importantly, such research could be used for good or evil. Yes, sticking a piece of lavas in the reactor isn't what I call good. You are no different. There at the end of time, controlling them. Oh, the dots. Hey, oh, what's shaking? This is so awkward. Welcome back. Come in, we're not busy. I'm just beating some ethics into Balthazar's poor head. If you don't stop. Ahem. First things first, when Chrono visited the Dreamtime and fell into the miasma, well, a part of the entity's consciousness was copied to his mind. This explains the disorientation. Ah! I understand now. It also explains how Chrono was able to seal the Sunstone's power and prevent the rise of Zeal. The effect should wear off with time. Until then, it may be a bit exhausting. Man, so scientific. Well, that's unexpected. You might even feel a bit lucky. It must be interesting, but moving on. Judging from what Balthazar's lackey tell me, the timeline is back to normal. They've been analyzing that thing at the North Cape and have been unable to ascertain its properties. We do know that it decays with time and is rife with annihilation energy. It seems extremely chaotic. King Zeal's disappearance caused it, yes. There's a disturbance inside that presumably leads to King Zeal's location. All the evidence points to the darkness beyond time. Scary name. Concerning where lost timelines end up and become nullified, normal matter such as our bodies should not be able to exist for long in that temporal wasteland. I myself have never even dared to set foot there. So why there? Your guess is just as good as mine, but we know he's been there and back before. A distortion to the darkness beyond time is not possible except under extraordinary circumstance. His rather forced way of doing it in the North Cape is responsible for that remnant. A time egg should be able to open the chaotic gate to the darkness. Our specialty. However, we will not do as Balthazar and hand out time eggs like party favors. You'll have one shot. If it succeeds, the gate should be stabilized both ways for a time, long enough to investigate and make your escape. Consider this the final act. We'll minimize our mucking around in time from now on. But, while we have your services, there are still some things you can do before that. Speak to me later. Humph. Well, I'll be leaving once this is all over. Melchior, I encourage you to join me. Balthazar, do as you wish. All the dots. Here it is, the time egg. Got one time egg. Now, I believe we're not supposed to use a time egg. Hey, a Chrono Trigger. Not really. A Chrono Trigger is... Oh, sorry, that's gas power. No, not really. A Chrono Trigger is anything that unleashes its will or desire to change history. You are the dreamers and Chrono Triggers, not this little device. Great, we'll make it count. Science comes through once again. Alright, then, one more time. Good. Let's hope this is the last one. And by the way, I will have to change my party for side quests. I do realize that. But this is the party I'm going to take to endgame, probably. What's this? A rainbow shard? My goodness, it's obvious the purity of these... The obvious purity of these magnificently high. With this stuff, why, I could create unstoppable weaponry. No armor in the world could deflect it. Do it! And what we're going to do is we're going to create one with Luca. So I was told, create one with Luca. And I think we had another rainbow shard, right? We also want to get one more Enkidu hide, because those seem to be really good. And we'll probably want to get a far shooter because I'm getting the other rainbow shard with Chrono, probably. Yes. Chrono. Alright. And the reason for that is because I really don't want to do the arena like 30 times to get the rainbow. I mean, it's just it's just monotony. 180 attack. Very nice. And then Luca cuts enemies' HP by half? What? I heard that her weapon is like super powerful, but holy cow. That is ridiculous. I mean, Chrono just gets more attack, but she actually gets a really cool special ability with hers. Now I want to know what Marl's would have been. Alright. Well, there's not much else I could do except if I use New Game Plus to go back and get more rainbow shards. A museum in Chorus, 1005 AD is hungry for historical curiosities. 3 volunteers in the Middle Ages dream of becoming knights. A man in this era is lamenting the disappearance of his son, who works for this facility. A precipitous event is about to take place in 1 AD, accessible through the end of time. A gearhead in this era yearns for wheels, but can he barter across time without your help? A young boy in the present age is lost. Which of the hero's families can take him in? Forest ruins near Koros in the Middle Ages hold the harbingers of Queen Zeal's vengeance and untold treasures. The god of war has set out to observe battles, but he needs some company. And these people in time, and you aid your own endeavors. So those are all the side quests we have to do. With Charvine, I'm glad you're well. Whatever you find down there, be careful. Remember, do what you must. Alright, so let's see. First thing I want to do, equip you with the Engintu. Wow, that's such good armor. You don't need this anymore, so I guess we can just give you whichever helmet is best. If we can find another haste helm, that'd be great. We don't even need Marl if we do that, because Marl's biggest thing that she brings to the table is her haste spell. If we find one more haste helm, I mean, she's got Antipode, which is great, but do I want to bring this party to the end? I mean, Glenn is really good in this game, actually. Magus is ridiculous. And I do like Robo, despite the fact he's slow. If we can speed up Robo a little bit, putting Robo here instead of Marl may actually be a thing. I don't know. We'll look into it. Part of me does say, though, in the back of my head, hey, FlightlessBird, you really should go manipulate time and, you know, get all those rainbow shards. I don't know. We'll see. We may not need them. Hi, Mother Brain. Or Fate. Yeah. Human development progressed differently after Zeal than before, more mundanely perhaps. It is possible that the absence of magic after 12,000 BC impeded the imagination of humanity. Without spectacles to grow their curiosity and make them believe in extraordinary things, they settle into dull repetition. Yes, such an extraordinary thing is needed to stir imagination and fantasy. News uplink, May 27th. The Poi Scientific Council has confirmed disparate carbon dating readings on a collection of artifacts from the area. In light of these findings, the Central Regime has begun discussions on preliminary temporal research. The proposal is already being met with outcries from those who consider a frivolous waste of money. Okay. I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and do Marl's side quest first. Because it's the one that seems to have a lot of story to it based on what I've seen. I am probably going to be using a walkthrough for the rest of the game. And the reason for that is just simply so that I know what to do and how to do it. Because I saw that there's one quest that requires you to do like a whole lot of fetching. Hey, get this item for this person, this item for this person, you know, Johnny's quest. And it just is easier if I know, okay, well, go here, go there, go here, go there. Oh, it's Sargon. What are you doing here? We meet again. Balthazar felt sorry for me. I'm thankful he brought me to this world. He's even spoken of a new paradise. I'm excited. Wouldn't it be better, though, if you were in your own time and, like, assisting people? We need to go to the end of time. The Guru Zeal all together. They sure don't get along. Huh. Project Anabasis. No, we do not need to display that. We've already seen it. So what we need to do is, I guess we need to go to the end of time. And from here, we can travel to 1 AD. Disembark. Can also power up. Is this door still there? Nah. Oh, this was the bucket. I'm so dumb. Remember when I said like a long time ago, oh yeah, this takes you to Lavos? No, I don't. I think this is the one that takes you to Lavos. Maybe. Someone help me with that. Go to Dream Time. Man, it's getting boring here. I think I'll go on a trip through time to research combat. You guys are welcome to follow. I'll start with the hero, the home of a fallen hero. By the way, the entity put a permanent gate in a new area. I'll open it for you. See ya. Okay. We'll explore that later. Actually, what's this? Oh! Right, that's where we do want to go. We don't want to go to the Dream Time. My bad. Yeah, this is where we want to go. 1 AD. Cool. Alright. So, whoa. That's actually, that was actually a tricky encounter to avoid there. Alright. So where are we going here? I guess we need to find, a Cedric. Yeah. Cedric monks are already preparing a new calendar system. Yes. Ah, Marl, would you fancy coming to meet the people of Chorus with me in political negotiation? Those Chorus savages aren't too smart, but they're very protective of their lands. I would just attack, but they're forcing me to meet on neutral ground. A ship is being prepared to take us there. I don't trust them as much as they trust me, but I'd like them as allies so that we can explore by sea. Attending me with Chorus? Yes. Splendid. Anyway, to the ship. Looks like the... Oh my god, that is... Guys, that is... That's the Ark of the Covenant. I don't know if it's... I don't know if the hearts on the bottom is the Ark, but the angels with the wings. This is from Indiana Jones and the Raiders Lost Ark. Description of the Ark of the Covenant. Oh, that's hilarious. Surely canvases will join our new empire willingly. We're ready with a brigade of soldiers in the hull if things go sour. Feel free to mingle. Talk to me when you're ready. Oh, I want a ship. I just realized that. This is the one trade ship in the world. I make about 3 trips per year between Zenit and Chorus. Cambyses has a good head. He'll listen to reason if Cedric is reasonable. I thought this was a bridge. Cambyses don't look so tough. I heard he has a bloodthirsty warrior. The ship is pinnacle of maritime technology. We'll never move faster than this. Yeah, we just might. Cambyses. I've heard the reports of the frozen flame, but can it penetrate Chorus's spiked beaches and seawall? We're aware that Guardia has better forged armor and weapons, but does that give you the right to rule? Don't try anything funny. Okay. Ready to begin? Yes. Good. Be alert, because if he doesn't give in, we're taking him out. What? Why? My agent says he's going to turn us down. He's just doing this to placate interested citizens in Chorus. If he dies, those interested citizens will come to power and will achieve our aims. The lives of Chorasians will flourish once they join Guardia. I can offer these people lives of which they've only dreamed. I won't let Cambyses' stubbornness stop us from giving them that dream. Join me as the meeting begins. This could go badly. Gold versus silver. Well, Cambyses, what are your thoughts? It's true that Zenit has much to offer. Yes, especially now that Pori is under our control. Ore, timber, pottery, weapons, it's all waiting for you. But will your traders be free to do business with us as they like, and ours free to work with yours? Our traders will operate under Guardia role authority. Don't worry. This is designed to protect others through assurance services. Sorry, I can't bargain with that. I want absolute freedom of interaction between us. Grrr. You don't understand how trade works, do you? Nor the risk involved. You've been too insulated on that little island to get real experience in running things. Bonk. Chorus wouldn't be a power if it weren't through economical acumen. You've been too busy cutting heads off while we profit from what's in them. You barbarians would never understand. Cedric, can you believe this insolent blowhard? Cambyses, you're a fool. Letting traders come and go is silly. Who's to say we'll ever achieve an optimal balance of trade? These things work themselves out. You're merely jockeying for the right to take what you like from Chorus traders at will. You obstinate fool. What I offer is nothing but prosperity for Chorus. You're too pig-headed to understand. This isn't going well. Even if Cambyses is right, I want to help. But if I save Cambyses, history may change. What should I do? Jeez, I have no idea. It's hard to say how this went down in the past, specifically. The timeline takes precedence, but Cedric is being sort of a jerk. What should I do? Okay, so I was told if you keep the timeline safe, you basically end the side quest here. So what you actually want to do is you want to do what you're not supposed to do, which is interfere with the timeline. It's kind of crazy how that worked. It's almost as if I was watching a YouTube video the other day about forgot who made it, but the guy was talking about how the games tell you to do one thing, and because of that you do the opposite, just because you want to go against the game. Like for instance, they talked about following Liu Bao from Dynasty Warriors, and they're like, don't chase after Liu Bao. And what do people do? They chase after him, and eventually, in later games you got an achievement for doing so. But yeah, we want to save canvases here. Marl, what is the meaning of this? There has to be a non-violent solution. Canvases, stay back. Ah, I take it you were planning to attack Cedric. You disgust me. Consider our discussions concluded. Marl, I trusted you. Do you know what you've done? You have no idea how this will affect the political landscape. Come back after someone beats some sense into you. By the way, I'm gonna put Marl as leader of the party just because. Canvas is on the mainland. He's speaking with Pori sympathizers. I can't get near him, but you can. My apothecary has delivered a terrible poison for him. Deliberate and corrected misguided actions on the ship. Agree to use a poison. No? Sounds like a horrible thing to do. You aren't making sense. Watch your back. Okay, so it looks like I had the ability to accept it after I turn him down. Alright, be right back. Oh, so this is pretty interesting because there's a guy here, Agent 86. I cannot let you return. When I saw you coming to 1AD, Moi shouted to you just to be safe. It is a good thing too. When Moi returned to Chronopolis to see what had happened, Moi found a completely different world. Chorus had become an independent nation with power rivaling Guardia. You mean? We take our compasses. It is the only way to restore time. Yeah, so apparently, we have to take out canvases in order to preserve the timeline, which means that we physically have to take him out. So you remember this poison here that we declined? Well, unfortunately, we have to accept it. Oh, man. That stinks. So we have to go assassinate him ourselves? Ay. It's not what I expected. Where is he anyway? Ori clan? Yeah, he's got to be somewhere in one of these huts. I can only imagine. Here he is. Ah, Marl, my new friend. Come, dine with me. Oh, this sucks. Eat, the meal is almost finished. We gotta go poison the food? I can't believe I'm doing this, but here goes nothing. Marl, why don't you share some of that with me? Oh, the dots. Sure. Marl, your hands are shaking. It's really hot. Hurry up and take it. Well, I'll take it. Here. My compliments to you, madame. This is good stuff. Good. There you go. Canvases, is he? You really think I'm going to sell you something? Yeah. Man, that is brutal. I think a game like this would make you do that. Golly. It's like we messed up the timeline, so it's our job to fix it no matter what. It's horrible. That went splendidly. The new leader of Chorus will think twice before challenging me. Celebrate, you may have this as a gift. It belonged to my mother. Got one chameleon. You are all honorary members of the Guardian clan. Come wherever you please. Had to be done, didn't it? We can now turn our attention to the Mystics. If we can take the continent of Medina, the entire world will belong to the Guardia clan. Man. Fit for Warrior Princess. Okay, so that is a huge defense upgrade. Unfortunately, it gets rid of our status protection. So unless we find something... Now, what we could do is we could always use the amulet here and lose 6 magic. Which isn't the worst thing in the world. I mean, she does seem to have the weakest defense. Not by much, though. But yeah, what we could do is we could equip the ribbon down here. I'm gonna leave it the way it is for now, though. I'm still on the fence if I want to take Marl to endgame or not. But that is just something that I'll have to file in the background of my brain and say, okay, well, is this something that we're going to do, or is this something we're not going to do? I'm still having second thoughts if I should manipulate the game to get more rainbow shards. Although, granted, in order for me to get rainbow shards, I probably have to do this side quest again. I think what I'll do is I'll wait until we hit New Game Plus, like after we beat the game, and then maybe I'll go get some more rainbow shards. Maybe, I don't know. At that point, we may be so powerful we may not need them. I don't know how powerful the super bosses are. So, okay, we're in 605 AD, and there's a quest here in Monarch Forest. This is to east of Koros. I don't really know how you were supposed to know this is here, because I mean, it's not really explicit that there's a forest here. But anyway, we got to go inside this forest, and we've got to hit these in a certain pattern. Do we have Antipode 3 yet? No, but we have Delta Force. Oh, that actually heals the bell. The bell ringer. Didn't realize that. I will do this one more time though to kill all the snakes. But yeah, the purpose of the side quest is we have to hit those blocks in a certain order from 1 to 7. The thing is, I don't exactly see anywhere where that said number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's try this weapon. Wow, that weapon is really good. There's a crit. I wonder if having that sword makes it so he always like crits. That'd be really, really cool. Yeah, thanks to our status effects, status resist, this guy is not doing anything to us. Should only have about 15 more HP. We did not get a crit. I was hoping it was like 100% crit with the weapon. A lot of experience, good tech. Maybe a good place to do stuff. Okay, we're celebrating. Not sure why. Okay, so we're supposed to run around and do it in order from like... Oh, I see now. You see the blue plates? There's one there. And then... Huh. Yeah, so we gotta run around and like hit them all in numbers. So I'm gonna go find that and I'll see you guys in a few. Okay, so here's the second one. So basically we walk on that. And then we have to find the third one. So yeah, so basically we're scouring this entire forest and then eventually we want to get to here, which is number 7. So there's 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. Now we gotta go back to 6. 6 is to the right of 1. Now we just gotta head to 7, which was, I believe, north. And here's number 7. Looks like we did it right. What the? They come alive, Electo. We are the Furies. I am Electo. I am Tisiphone. And I am Megira. Friends or enemies? Don't get the wrong idea from our friendly introduction. We've come to exact your blood. We are the remnants of blood that spilled over 12,000 years ago. All the dots? Revenge? Queen Samil Creo Jean Zeal. Her spirit cannot rest until you are dead, and neither may we. Race from the Queen Zeal? Queen Zeal's hatred lives? I guess her anger will descends time. Now, scream. Alright, so I wasn't ready for this boss. I'm not fully healed. I'm not fully teched. I'm gonna throw a Lapis down. That shouldn't have any effect because, like I said, we have those amazing Enkidu hides. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take pop shots with Luca. Hope she can do some massive damage here. No, she's not. It's kind of hit or miss. Sometimes she hits for like, you know, half their HP. And sometimes she doesn't. Alright. We don't have Antidote 3, so might as well fire all some Delta Forces. We need to be able to out-heal them, which is about 300 HP per round. This should do about 2,000 damage, hopefully. Okay, I can live with that. One healed, but we hit the other two for good amounts of damage. And that's perfectly okay with me. All that magic should not work on us. Love those Enkidu hides. Money well spent. We could antipode here. But we may not do as much damage as if we just Delta Forced. So let's go ahead and Delta Force. And now my objective is to kill the two on the bottom. And then once we kill the two on the bottom, we can easily kill the one to the left. We're just trying to eliminate numbers at the moment. Why does every enemy have to like throw me? We could protect, but I don't think we need it. I think it's more important that we just do as much damage as possible right now. Oh, because she threw us, we get to see a better Delta Force here. I love the triangular nature of this spell. It looks so cool. And there we go. Now the rest of the fight should be really easy, especially if we can proc a hit here. Nope, not getting that half damage. But with only one left, she's going to go down very, very quickly. We can go ahead and mid-ether Chrono. Make sure his confuses keep going. Yeah, we're definitely out-damaging her. That's not an issue. I mean, Chrono's doing over 1,000. There we go. That time I procced. So we got a free confuse there, basically. And yeah, your curing isn't going to help you there. We're out damaging your cures. An 11 proc. That means she has so little HP. She's about to... Okay, yep, she's about to die. 1,060 experience, 13 tech. Not a lot of experience in tech points, though. That's different. Sheesh, her will was strong enough to spawn demons. How many others like her wish for revenge on us? The power of dreams and the power of nightmares. Got one Lee Band. Got one Funnel X17. Got one Jeet Kune Do. Okay, what is all that stuff we just got? It looks like that's a helmet built for speed. Well, you got Hermes hats on, so we'll give him that. This is armor. Very, very powerful armor. But once again, we lose the benefits of Enkidu. And is the last thing an accessory, I would guess? It is not. Ooh. Oh, that's right. This does more damage to magic enemies. I'm not really sure what that other item was. Let's see if I can find it. It's got an interesting name. Oh, we got a power tap. Forgot about that. We'll use that later. What did we get? Oh, we got the Funnel X17. It's a helmet for robo only. Does it give speed? No, it does not give speed. There's a lot of defense though. Alright. Okay, well, my name is FlightlessBird. This is your story-based gaming channel, and this is our blind Let's Play of Chrono Trigger Flames of Eternity. We got 2 side quests down. I think we have like 5 or 6 more to go. We're gonna do our best to get through them, and yeah, apparently we just get random encounters in this forest. Love you a lot. Thank you so much for everything that you guys do, and until next time, my friends, so long and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter, you are brilliant, and you are loved, and you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.